So my name is Andrew Ugbe, and my session, I'm going to be taking the business of your passion, okay? The business of your passion. Quite a number of people are passionate, right? But they don't know how to make money from off their passion. Let me see if this works. You know, personally, I believe your passion, there should be a business side of whatever you're passionate about. So how did I get here? How did I get to the point where I started being referred to as a passion to profit coach? So far back as in 2012, I read a book by the renowned author, late Dr. Miles Monroe of blessed memory. That book was titled Finding the Leader in You, In Charge, Finding the Leader in You. I've started already, so you can take note of that. In Charge, Finding the Leader in You. And in that book, it was like an aha moment for me, a light bulb moment. Immediately, because prior to that time, I just was living my life, you know, wake up in the morning, eat, go to sleep, without a consciousness of wanting to create anything. So, but after reading that book, I felt like there was a need I was born to solve, okay? There was now this ignited passion to solve a specific need in life. So what was that need? What did I observe? So I observed that I started feeling irritated by people just living life helplessly and hopelessly. Now, when I see a gentleman and he's not doing anything with his life, right, I want to speak to him. So I started organizing my seminars. I started actually from WhatsApp. I started and the Mandate School of Purpose. That's where it was born. It was called The Mandate, actually. The Mandate School of Purpose. So I started teaching people how processes on purpose discovery, self-discovery, self-maximization. So you could call that passion. So you can say that passion is born when you encounter your true self. So passion is born when you encounter your true self, because there's someone God has made you to be. Passion is born when you encounter your purpose in life. So, but fast forward from 2012 now is like a decade now, right? From 2012, so it means I've been there for some time, right? So from 2012 till 2019, I didn't make $1 from my passion, right? I was passionate, but like the average guy, I was broke. And one of the most frustrating places to be in life is to be passionate, but what? Broke. You love what you do. You are a nurse. You like to solve the problem. You love to help people, right? You love to write, right? You like to inspire people. But as you grow older, when you leave your parents' house, you now have to fend for yourself, live in a city like Abuja where to pay rent is about ₦1 million. You now start realizing that you need to make some economic decisions with your passion. So, but because I was under someone's roof from 2012 to about 2019, there was no need for me to think about the economic side of my passion. So that is why you have come to Leader's Edge. So, but was 2012 to 2019 a waste in my life? No. It actually was building my potential for the things I'm doing right now. So in 2019, what happened? I wrote my first book titled Purpose Discovery and Fulfillment. Secrets to discovering, maximizing, and monetizing your purpose and potentials. Now I tried to sell the book because, okay, I started getting ideas of how you can package your passion into a product. Because until something that is a passion becomes a product or a service, it doesn't make money. I'll say it in another way. Until something that is your passion becomes a product or a service, it is not a business. So I started out trying to package my passion in ebooks. I produced some copies, but at some point I had a target to earn a certain amount from my sales, but I didn't understand anything about business. I thought because I was passionate, everybody should just embrace my work. Of course, I did this out of passion, right? And everybody should know that I was passionate about this, but To my surprise, I put out the book, not more than 3 people bought it. And guess how much was the book? Just 1,500 naira. So it means I didn't make more than 4 or 5. So what did I do eventually? I turned it into a social project, because that's what many of us turn our passion to, into a social project. Right? When you can't make money off it, you turn it into what? A social project. I just want to help people. Right? I just want to make the world a better place. Right? That's what you use to console yourself. Now you have not grown older. As you go older, you discover that you need to make more economically wise decision regarding your passion. So what did I do? Discover I didn't sell. Why didn't I sell? I thought I was passionate about this and I should sell. So I went back to the drawing board. I started finding the missing link. Right? The missing link brought me to the things I will be sharing with you today. Okay? Why you need to turn your passion into a business. And in my presentation today, I'm going to be showing you, I think, about 4 key elements. There's supposed to be one last one. Okay? The first one is passion and impact. Then we'll talk about passion and money, passion and leadership. Then we'll talk about passion and business. That's the last one, actually. Okay, so let's get into it. I'll start with the statement that Jesus made. And I like that statement so well. It says, no one what? Lights a lamp and puts it under and hides it. So there's some of you, you don't like to show up. You say, me, I just don't want anybody to disturb me. I don't want to disturb anybody. I just want to be on my own. I just want to do my thing in my little corner. If God bless me, fine. If God doesn't bless me, fine. True or yes? Right? But Jesus came on the scene. Right? I like to see him beyond a religious leader. He's not just a religious leader. He came on the scene and said, nobody lights a lamp. And let's think about it critically. Will you light a lamp and put it under your bed? No. Nobody actually does that. But do people actually do that? Yes. We've seen people, gifted people, who put their gift under. In fact, Miles Monroe of blessed memory says that the richest place or the wealthiest place on earth is not the gold mines of South Africa. Right? It's not the oil fields of Iran or Iraq. He said the richest place on planet Earth is actually what? The graveyard. Why? He said because buried in the graveyard are books that were never written, songs that were never composed. And I would like to take that statement a bit further. Buried in the graveyard are not just songs that were never composed. Some songs that were composed but were never marketed to the public. Right? They were hidden. So though it was produced, it was hidden. So though you are good, but you hide it. He said, Jesus Christ said, nobody. But do people do it? Yes, people do. So let's get into passion and impact. Why do you need to let your passion out? The problem is, the reason is this. Your passion is first for impact before income. Your passion is first for impact. You see, the reason you need to show up is because there are a lot of people who are dependent on you. If you don't show up, right, there are a lot of people who would live a miserable life if you don't show up. So your passion is first for impact, because a light is not for itself. This light is not for itself. It doesn't exist for itself. Why? It exists to show us the pathway. Because without light, you will grope in darkness. And if you grope in darkness, you may hit your foot against a stone and stumble. So a lot of people stumble because you fail to what? Shine your light. And I'm going to talk about how you need to begin to shine your light. Think of shining your light to a larger scale. Some people say, I just like to work with small set of people. And you think it's humility. You justify it. Say, me, I just like to work with small group. I don't like anywhere there's crowd. I don't like it. But do you know crowd follow Jesus? I'll teach you the strategy. Okay? So, your light must be seen by many. Why? Because your passion is first for what? Impact, and not for income. We'll talk about the money. Now, the reason also how you become very passionate about it is because about creating more impact or making your light shine better is because of empathy, actually. Empathy is the key. Why? Because you feel what people feel. It is said that people become doctors because they see people sick and they don't like it. It's empathy. So it's not necessarily for you, right? You see people going through a thing in life and you don't like it and you want to solve the problem. So the reason you want to be you, the reason you want to show up is because somebody needs to be blessed. So you see, if you're a salesperson, rather than thinking of making money, think of what will happen if you don't show up to sell your values. If you don't show up to sell your services. So that every day when you wake up, when you show up with such intentionality. You are not thinking about income, you are thinking about impact. So this is it. If I want to impact Dajem's life and I go ahead and impact her life, even if she doesn't buy from me, I won't feel bad even if she doesn't buy from me. Why? Because my goal initially was to what? Impact her life. As long as her life is transformed, wherever Dajem goes, I'm okay. So you must reorder your priorities. Passion is first for what? Impact. So, but impact is only sustained by passion. Now, the reason people will keep going is because they are passionate. The reason some people start and stop along the way is also because of passion. Some people still look at me and say, guy, you are the king of consistency. You've been consistent. No, I'm not. I'm just passionate about what I do. I just know that if I don't keep shining my light, there are people who will be what? Downtrodden. Because of what I encountered in 2012, reading Finding the Leader in You by Dr. Miles Monroe. I found that there was something I needed to deliver, more like a messenger. So I'm holding a parcel that I must deliver to this generation. So impact is sustained by passion. If you are not passionate, you can't continue. See, that is why if you're not a passionate person, you can't be an entrepreneur. You can't. You can't be an entrepreneur. If you are not passionate, you must be passionate. And you see, transactions not connected with emotions will not last. If it's just, okay, I just want Elias for the money, for the money, for the money, for the money. If I'm not empathetic towards him, we can't sustain that transaction. I need to really want his life to change. I need to really want him to use that product, for that product to transform him. So when I'm communicating with him, I'm communicating with him with such emotions that he can feel my care. You know, they say that people don't care how much you know. They only want to know what? How much you care. Because see, we are emotional beings. You see, this social media guy is social. Don't appear every time trying to give 16s. It's social media. People want to come there sometimes and just catch cruise. True or true? It's social media. People want to socialize. And every time they see you, you're always putting up, buy from me. We don't want to buy from you. We came here to socialize. So you must truly care about people. Transactions is sustained by strong emotions and empathy for people. People follow you based on your passion. People follow you based on your passion. That's what makes a good leader. People follow you based on your passion. They see how passionate you are about what you do, and they are inspired to want to follow you. That was how Jesus Christ created a large following. Why? Because of what? His passion for what he was doing. You can't show up weekly and expect people to take you serious. You can't show up once in a while and expect the universe to take you seriously. You can't show up when it's convenient, excuse me, and expect us to take you seriously. We know you are not truly passionate about helping us. Because if you're passionate about helping us, when we even mistreat you, when we abuse you, it wasn't about us in the first place, right? It's because you are passionate about this thing. So you always what? You show up. So you sell something to a client and they tell you no. You don't feel bad about it. Why? Because you were only trying to help him in the first place based on your passion. You don't feel bad. So you don't take sales personally. You don't take rejection personally. Do you get it? Don't take rejection personally. The guy said no. Well, no, I was just trying to help. So let's say he wants to fall down and I try to help him. I say, no, leave me. Will I feel bad? No. I was only trying to help him. If he stumbles and falls, who's to be blamed? So people follow you based on your passion, and your passion fuels your impact. Now, what did Jesus now say about the lamp? He said the lamp is placed where? On a stand. So now we know that nobody can put a lamp under, but now a lamp must be what? Placed on a stand. See, this is where we get it wrong now. So you're passionate, you're doing your thing, but you don't have platform. The stand is what? Platform. It's platform. You see, you can put this lamp now, this light, on this stand. It may be able to give light this far. Somebody else will come, take it and put it on a higher platform. Do you see the difference? That one will go farther. You don't have platform. So you must put a lamp on a stand. So today we're going to talk about some stand. So that is why you must sell your gift, sell your passion to the highest level possible. To the what? The highest level possible. You must look for the highest stand available. If AI is the stand, AI is now a stand. Hope you know that. Yes. Social media is a stand. It will elevate your what? Your light and make it go far. For example, I said I've never met her, but social media make me meet her. If you're based on your passion, I want to meet everybody I want to impact. I may not be able to meet them physically. But social media is a platform. So somebody who is on social media and drives it well would make more impact than somebody who is what? Doing word of mouth, door to door. It worked in time past, but right now it can't. And the world is moving. So you need to keep yourself up to date with platforms. In your business, for example, what groups on social media, on Facebook, are the people you're... See, there's something I read recently. You see, traffic is not created. Traffic already exists. There's traffic for your business. Check if you are a hairstylist. Where do hairstylists gather on Facebook? It's your stand. If you sell books, where do people who buy books go on Facebook? These are stand. Stand there and shine your light to the highest level what possible. Because what a lamp must be placed on a stand. That brings me to passion and money. Selling is actually the key to sustaining your passion. Selling. You must sell. Selling is the key. Nobody knows a silent expert. I don't care how professional you are. Say, I'm the best at this, I'm the best at that. I can speak, I can do this, see what I can. Nobody knows a silent expert. You see, I tell people that we don't know the best in anything, actually. We don't know who is the best footballer. We only know the one that is shown. There are people, while growing up, I know them, they can play football. But we say Messi, Ronaldo is the best. Why? They are the ones we know. They are the ones that are selling on a global stage, on a higher platform. Likewise, in your business or relating to your passion, you may be the best. You can do it very well. But if you are not out there screaming it on the rooftop, nobody knows you. And if nobody knows you, you're not the best. So it leads me to what Robert Kiyosaki said. He said, there are no best authors. There are only what? Best-selling author. There are no best authors. I can write. You know, passion is overrated. People say, I'm passionate. Hi, do you know what I can do? We don't know what you can do. We don't know what you can do. You see, potential is called potential. You know what potential energy is? Who can tell us? Potential energy. Fantastic. Energy what? A state of rest. So potential is overrated. Potential is what? You being at what? Rest. You don't stop having potential. What did I say? Stop what? Potential. Stop having what? Potential. Turn it into kinetic. If it's potential, it means you have not done it. That's what it means. Anything you have done is no longer potential. Because it's now in motion. So stop having potential. So many people loaded with potential. Say me, I have potentials. Nobody buys potential. Nobody. So there are no best. So you have books in you. And say, see me, I can write. Oh. Put pen to paper. And sell it to the highest what level possible. Sell it to the highest level possible. See the law of reward. The law of reward stays at what? Let's read it together. Your income is in direct proportion to the quantity of your service. Your reward, your income in life is directly proportional to the quantity and the quality of a service. In simple terms, if you're in real estate, two people in real estate, both of you, everything being constant, you sell to what? 1,000 family. You make sure you work so hard, you sell to 1,000 family. She sells so hard and sells to 1,000,000 family. Who makes more money? She does all that is in her capacity to sell to 1 million person. So your reward in life is proportional to the quantity, and not just the quantity, but the quality of your service. The quality of your service, what you render. That's the law of reward. That is why you will see people doing what you can do, and you say, and the guy, why are they paying him this much? But I know this is more than him. Oh. Of course, they will pay him more because he's delivering it to a larger audience. To a larger audience. If nobody knows you, in fact, Bishop T.D. Jakes, write this one down. Bishop T.D. Jakes said, he said, in this generation, if I Google you and can't find you, you are dead. If I Google you and can't find you, you're dead. If I Google you, what will I see? What will I see? What will I see? If I Google you and can't find you, you're dead. That's the definition of death now. Okay? So if you want more money, what do? Don't pray for it. Offer more quality and quantity. Right? This is it. Network marketers understand this. If you have, somebody has a team of 4,000 people and somebody has a team of 400 people, everything being constant, who makes more money? So stop saying, I want to just work with small people in this my business. Once I can just have 5 customers, I'm okay. Stop saying that. Why? Take us back. Your light must be put on a stand so that it can give light to everyone in the house. Do you understand that? Start small, but what? Start small, but what? Start small, but what? Think big. You know, thinking is free. Amazingly. So this is it. This is the concept. Start small, but what? Think big. You're permitted to start small, but don't think small. Don't ever be caught thinking small. I won't teach that. I won't go deep into the process of how our thoughts create our realities, because that's for a different class. But there is power in thinking. How many of you believe that as a man thinks, so is he? You believe it? What you think about, you bring about. So if you can think it, it will happen. You don't pay toll fee for thinking. Being in Nigeria, you can travel to America. You can travel everywhere in your imagination. There are no limitations. You see, somebody said that imagination is the largest nation in the world. Largest, because there are no restrictions, no borders. You won't go to the borders and they say, America say, no, you don't have your passport. Go back to Nigeria. Right? So amazingly, let's see some statistics. 75% of people are running a small business. 75% of people are running a small business. 25% are running a business starting small. It's a different thinking. Running a small business and running a business starting small, these are two different thinking. So you want to start a business, don't start a business small. Don't run a small business, right? Run a business starting small. Only 25%. Why? Because the thinking process that goes into the creation of something is what sustains it. If I were you, I'll write that down. The thinking process that goes into creating something is what sustains it. That is why you can see somebody who has been, for example, at your backyard, Nkechi has been a tailor for 15 years, and Nkechi is still that small tailor after 15 years. Why? Because the thinking process that created that business was small. So, and nothing can grow beyond the thinking that started it. So if you started your business and say, let me just see how it will go, that is how it will go. Do you understand it? See, because everything is created first what? In where? The mind. The mind is where the blueprint is created for your life. So don't run a small business. Somebody say, I don't run a small business.
I don't run a small business.
I run a business starting small. It's a different thinking totally. You run a global business, but you're starting local. You don't run a local business. So you don't say, I just want to start. No! So 25% of people run a business starting small. So passion and leadership, let's run. Let people feel your passion anytime you speak. Anytime you speak, people can feel your passion. People can feel. You see, if you learn to communicate your ideas, half of your problem in leadership is solved. Why? Because the moment you open your mouth to speak, people can tell who you are. People can tell the content you are made of. How many of you know people just by their WhatsApp status? You used to respect them before, but all of a sudden you just started seeing what they were posting. You just got a clearer picture of who they are. Why? Because whenever somebody opens his mouth, you can tell who they are. In fact, it says that a fool is adjudged to be wise when he's what? He's silent. So it means a wise person too, you can't tell if he's wise if his mouth is closed. Somebody didn't get that one. You are wise, but your mouth is closed. You are not selling. So people feel your passion. Let people feel it anytime you speak. Speak with passion. Bring some passion into your speech. Anytime you speak, you communicate your business to somebody. You say, we are just trying to see how things will go. We're just managing ourselves. Really? There's no passion in that voice. It's not what you say, it's how passionately you say it that matters. It's not what you say, it's how passionately you say it that matters. People are longing to be led by passionate leaders. You know, actually that's one need, inherent need of man is to be led. Every human being wants somebody to lead them. Inherently, most people want to take instruction. They don't take instruction, they want to know which way, where are we going, show us the way. That's where we came up with this word, follow what? No road, because we want to always follow somebody. So people are longing to be led in your area of business. People are longing to be led. Would you step up? John, will you step up? There are people who are waiting. They want to be led. They want to know the next thing to do, the next instruction. They are waiting. But you are wise and your mouth is closed. And you are using it to form humility. Say, me, that's why I did. No, you learned that behavior. And that behavior is gradually taking you towards your village. Gradually. So some people's poverty is instrumental. It doesn't come once. Right? It doesn't what? I tell people, I say, when you see some people, you are poor but you don't know now. Do you know why? You are still fine. Your face is not wrinkled yet. You still have bicep and triceps. Girl, you still have shape. Wait till everything begin to fall. It's harder to live poor at old age. It's harder. So now you are still everywhere, still fresh. You are still speaking English. People are longing to be led. So feel it before you what? Say it. Feel it before you what? Say it. Feel it. And it's not, you can't fake it. If it's in you, anytime you say it, people will know.